take a hold, take a hold. Get that sweet, sweet worship.
Ooh, we almost got 300.
Ooh, what are we
going for right now? If we do 350, we could have another. We could have another stomach.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Or right now, we could get more money.
Money.
We'd also get more ink.
I wouldn't say that ink is an issue right now, just because we still got the what's it called? The. Oh, looks like we could blow something up over there. Or maybe.
Booze!
Drink.
I want to make one of those, the gourd flasks.
Yeah.
I saw a YouTube video on how to do it, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. The blocking spider. I wonder why it got so bent out of shape all of a sudden. Because we just blew up a hole in the wall. Steal his shit.
Just holding you there for a while.
Hello. Okay.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Ah! There's a strange mist in this flask too, but it's somehow different from the mist outside. Ah, it feels kind of comforting. It's booze.
Boo.
We getting drunk off the flames. We getting drunk off the fumes. We getting drunk. 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 What am I supposed to do here? Why would the Emperor hide a flask here? I don't know. Might be this mist bottle up here that he's hiding. Okay. Oh, okay. What do you want from me?
I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
What do you want from me? Ow. My like Achilles tendon slash like back of my heel has been hurting for like a while now, because you know, anytime you get like a bruise or something in your foot, it takes forever to heal because you're just constantly using your feet. Just gonna leave this mist in here. What do you want me to do? What do you want for? Oh wait, hold on. I think I get it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm being stupid. Hold on. Wind. Wind! But he shouldn't be hogging such comforting mist all to himself. A weird fucking thing to say. Hey, is that Starlight again? What's it doing here? I think this is the cat climb one, I believe. Oh no, it's like the sheep, the baba. Whee! Whee! Wee! Wee! Fill the sky with the stars. Fill the sky with the stars. Whee! Okay, fine. Oh, I'm missing that one. That's why. Okay. Yeah! Whee! It's the drunk sheep. Drunk sheep. Drunken master sheep with the Matrix dodge. The failed Matrix dodge.
Oh, jeez. What's happening here?
Drunk sheep.
Ah, I see.
He tried to Matrix dodge, and he failed at every single one. Dude, look, he's drunk off his ice. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good, and mother to us all. After our separation, I took to wandering the corners of the earth. You want a hit of this? Before long, I was sealed away here by a sinister power. Your arrival has broken that seal. Now I, Kasuyugami, grant you the power of mist. Glisten over all creation like a fleeting dew. I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh fuck, I'm words. Ah! You know what's weird? Okay, so anyone that does like right now, like just do it and then think, how the fuck did I do that? How do I know how to do that? How do I have the control over my vocal cords to that extent? What exactly am I doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you just do?
No, I just did it.
Weird, right? And that you can do that with every part of your body. Like, how am I doing this? What's causing this? Like, I know that I'm doing it. I'm consciously doing it.
I'm thinking about doing it, and then I'm just doing it.
Yeah. But if you actually focus on doing it, it suddenly feels like you can feel the gravity more. Like, if you overthink it, like, okay, I'm gonna move my arm. It's weird. Anyway, yeah, we got missed. Any monster with a single stroke. Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of here.
It slowed down because it got drunk for a second. Bye.
Uh-oh. Slow down.
Fuck you, old man. Picture frame. Picture frame, old man. Fuck you.
Almost looks like a coin.
Old man. You old man. Dumbass old man.
Old man.
Old man. Alright, I think that's all we had here.
There's something right here. Cicada.
Cicada, 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 cicada. And we pissed all of them off, huh?
Yeah.
Bye.
Now we should be able to slow down those brooms.
Yeah. I have Hard Times by the Jetsons stuck in my head because I was listening to Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3.
The Jetsons or the Jacksons?
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons?
Yeah, Jtzons.
Okay.
Hard times, do 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 do, do 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 do. Hard times, do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mine.
All mine.
I do wish that they would just fucking put the original music back in. Well, technically they did put the original music back in, and that's the problem. But you know what I mean. Just like Sega, if there's licensing fees, just pay them. You're a company. Just fucking come on, do it.
Seriously. You got money.
Put on your big boy pants and work something out, you pieces of shit. Like, oh no, we don't want to have to pay. We're a big old company. Woohoo!
We have so little money.
I have no sympathy for you. Hard times. Look over there. Is that the Emperor? I heard he was sick in bed, but I never expected him to be the source of this funky mist. I feel like this is based off of a folklore thing, too. Cat, look it up. Like, Japan sick Emperor folklore or folktale or something.
Okay, let's see.
For some reason, I feel like that's a thing. Which would make sense. Almost all of this game is like based on repurposing mythology and folklore. Which is fun. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh fuck. He's panicking! He's panicking, cat!
Oh god.
Ah!
First tale that popped up was the one about the killing stone that broke.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Was it, like, did the kitsune, like, make the Emperor sick in bed?
Yeah, the Emperor was, yeah, the kitsune made the Emperor sick.
Yep, I think that's that. I think it is that. 'Cause spoilers. spoilers, but you know. Yeah, I've been talking about the fox rods and stuff like that. Also, he's got the ship of fortune on his head.
Yeah.
Check it out, Amy. The Emperor's directly below us. It's like the Royal Oaf's mouth is just begging us to dive on in.
Oh, jeez. Itsu, please. Itsu, please.
Woo! Hocus pocus, I'm doing a Jonah?
Oh. Oh.
Jabu Jabu's belly, anyone?
Oh, no. First the water temple, now Jabu Jabu.
Yeah, we're doing it in reverse order. Let's go. Hey, what's this funny looking thing here? It's the uvula. That dangly thing that hangs down in the back of the throat? Bet if we tickled it, this royal orph would sneeze. Probably our best bet to get out of here. But let's save that for later. Like, it's even got like the same sort of like texture thing going on.
Yeah.
Hard times, do. We're going down a throat. Hey, look, it's a sphincter. I mean, it is. A lot of people are like, you can't say sphincter, that's the butt. There's like hundreds of them in your body, guys.
Yeah.
Fun fact, your throat's got at least one sphincter in it.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Let's go! Oh, sorry, I did the right thing. I did the wrong thing. The right thing, the wrong thing. I thought right away was the positive thing. Anyway. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Look at all the blood vessels.
Yeah.
I don't think these are supposed to be that pronounced, man. I think you might have a problem here. This guy's sick or something. Ba-ba-da-da-da. God, it just makes me, again, wish that the Sonic 2 game, or the Sonic 2 movie, had more Sonic music in it. I really hope they fix that with Sonic 3.
Yes.
Like, put Sonic music in it, you pieces of shit! Like, what if they had done Ice Cap Zone in that snowboarding section?
Yeah.
That would have been fucking cool!
But they needed the budget for Uptown Funk.
Uptown, fuck Bruno Mars! That song's old as shit anyway!
I know, right?
The mist, it's alive! It's not mist, it's ghosts. Oh shit. It's Phantom Ganon! Actually, this actually is like a boss that's in Twilight Princess. But also, I think this is just actually a real yokai too. Under my control, this body breathes evil mist over the city! And you, Mutt, you dare attempt to clear the skies of my poison? Waging... Their tail's wagging.
Yeah.
Waging battle with me inside a human body will be no easy task. That's a weird sentence I just said. Even now, Gold Nail, the mighty sword, cries out for your blood. Come, step forward so that I, the indomitable Blight, may cut you down. I'll step forward, alright. You're a real piece of work, Blight. Better say your prayers. You uncultured wretch. You hurt my fifis. Now I'll hurt your body. I didn't have a good one for that.
I don't know. I think the blankness of like the head for the Blight, like it kind of reminds me.
Because it's just the helmet.
It just reminds me of that helmet from SpongeBob.
Smitty Warbin Jaegerman Jetson. He was number one. Yeah.
He was
number one. New lore. That's our army helmet. the fucking the drink cap. That's what we ride into battle with.
We can't have our soldiers be dehydrated on the
No.
battlefield.
No, they got long ways to go. And by the way, we ride into battle on Koraidon and Miraidons. Completely, like, we don't use fossil fuels, not in this country. If we fight here, his body will not. Give me a break. Little action here will help him wake up. But never mind that. You're the one behind the poison mist. By the way, if this does kill the old man, I don't give a shit. Down with the monarchy.
So I think what I'm gonna do, maybe for an Instagram clip, I just thought of this idea and I need to share it so I remember it. You know how I was talking about the housing earlier?
Yeah.
I think I am gonna I'm gonna just record me going to check the results tomorrow morning. Like put
just as like an Instagram thing, you just title it bonus clip.
Yeah.
My folly.
Yeah.
Possessing a human body may be an elaborate trick, but it ends now. And also, down with the monarchy, I'm allowed to say, because I'm the leader of this country, and I am not just a king, I am whatever you choose to call me. That means leader.
Mm-hmm.
So it's completely up to everyone else. I could be called something different by everyone. It's fine. You know? President, king, czar, Mac Daddy, any. It's all fine.
Supreme ruler.
If you want. I'm not gonna stop anybody. You know, that would be impeding our freedom of speech, and I take that very seriously.
What if I say I don't want you to be the king?
Off with your head.
What about my free speech?
I didn't say you're free of consequence. Also, it makes total sense that I would decide that we're gonna do that as a fun little, like, meta lore joke. Because, I'm not gonna lie, if I had the space and money for it, I think I probably would get into model train towns.
I feel like it'd be so... Yeah, that seems like something... Like a nice...
They just look so intricate and fun and chill.
Scott likes his chill hobbies. Okay, so D&D at 6:30.
Okay. That gives us enough time to go get something to eat. Especially if we do it, like, close by. Ooh, we could go to Chown Cafe.
We could.
That's a place that's local. They have Monte Cristo sandwiches, which if you've never had a Monte Cristo sandwich, it's basically just a fried ham and cheese.
Was the one at Chown Cafe fried, or?
Actually, I don't think theirs was fried.
Okay.
But they did allow me to put powdered sugar on it, so it was more like the Disneyland one.
Okay, I just wanted to... Okay, because I know Evie wants to try going to Chown Cafe at some point, because they want the Monte Cristo sandwich.
If they want, they can show up and have dinner with us, and then... If you want... Well, no, because that wouldn't work. I was about to say I could drive and then they just, like, take you back to their house for D&D, but then how would you get back?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I thought about it for a second, and then I was like, that's stupid. That's stupid. I'm stupid. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, that Monte Cristo sandwich at Cafe Orleans in Disneyland.
Oh my god! Cafe Orleans is gone, by the way.
Wait, the one in the park?
Yeah,
or?
it's gone.
Why?
It got replaced by Tiana's restaurant.
Does it still say or serve the same food at least?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
But plus beignets.
Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. I was gonna say because I know the Jazz Cafe's gonna be gone, right? Is it already gone?
I don't know if it's already gone, but yeah. Well, I don't think it's going away, but they're changing its theming, and it's not nearly as fun looking.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they're like we're changing it to like a modern California style. And it's like, but it's a jazz kitchen. That doesn't make sense.
Because I just remember like.
But here's the thing, if that place's menu is still the same, fuck it, I'll still go.
I want to get because those beignets that they
oh my
brought
god,
to
they were
our
so
table,
good.
They were like literally just right out of the fryer. They
Yeah.
were so fucking
right out of the
hot.
fryer. They had multiple dipping sauces. They were so fucking tasty.
Oh god, I could go for another beignet. everything's good.
Yeah. And Mickey beignets, man. I saw somebody who clearly does not understand theme park food, and he was doing like a theme park review thing. You remember the video?
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, first off, he, like, man needs to learn his place. He was like, oh man, we're slowly building up to passing Ramsay's YouTube, like, channel. And it's like, huh, interesting. I know who Gordon Ramsay is. Who the fuck are you? But
Yeah.
never heard of you in my goddamn life. Fucking learn your place. And second, like, he was going to Disneyland, and he was like, yeah, you know, it's not perfectly cooked. Like, it's fine, but, you know, it's just a touch overcooked. And I'm like, it's theme park food, you piece of shit. Like,
you gotta, the thing you have to appreciate.
it's part of the atmosphere.
The thing you have to appreciate about theme park good, like, quote-unquote good theme park food, is how many people they have to serve a day and still maintain a good
level of quality. Yeah. The fact that, like, Disneyland does have pretty fucking good food with the amount of people that they serve is goddamn impressive. And also, their kebabs are, like, legitimately, actually.
Oh, those kebabs were freaking amazing.
Also, the bao that's in it. All the food in Adventureland, top tier.
I would love to get some bao. Like, they, like in...
The Loco Moco bao. If they still have that the next time I'm there, I'm getting that again.
It looked good what you got. And
that was the Loco Moco.
Yeah. And the bao, they had, in the Final Fantasy 14 recent patch for the story, the character had bao. Mm-hmm. She was eating it for the first time, and like they actually went all in on the animation for this because like you could see her visibly taking bites.
I did see that,
and like
it actually like had the tear and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazed that we're getting to that point in graphics because like. So many people, you know, nowadays are just like, you know, oh, we've got 8K graphics. I don't give a fuck about 8K. I don't care about the resolution. I want the animation detail. Like, that's what we need
good
now.
Detail for a game like Final Fantasy 14 where, like, it has to, like, be able...
do the stock, like, animations and stuff.
Do stock animations, and it needs to run on PCs that have lower processing power.
Yeah, well, like, that's the thing. At this point, any actual, like, improvement in graphical, like, fidelity or resolution or stuff, negligible. Like, we are getting up to the point where we cannot physically see the difference, right? Like, if you can tell, it's barely. You know, like, 12K will eventually come and nobody will give a shit, you know? So, what we need now is the attention to detail. There is a reason why so many animation movies right now that have actually gotten big successes have gone back to using techniques from 2D. Everything looks good now, but it's the style that matters at this point.
Yes.
And that's why I'm really hoping that like we get a chance for 2D to have another chance in the ring, you know? Because I think it deserves it. I mean, technically it already does. Like I believe all of the faces in Spider-Verse and stuff like it are 2D imposed on 3D. Maui's tattoos in Moana were 2D animation, which they actually had to hire one of the guys from like the old Renaissance days to do that because nobody knew how to do it.
Wow.
And I'm like, all right, I'm glad that you gave him more work because he's very good at it, but you also could have just looked on YouTube and found people who do it because there are still people who do it. Mm-hmm. You could have borrowed somebody from Pixar. They do 2D animation sometimes for shorts. Like, come on.
My favorite part of the Mary Poppins Returns movie
was the 2D animation.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah. That's some good shit. Like, my favorite thing that Disney has animated recently have been the Mickey Mouse shorts.
Yeah. Because
I have not seen Strange World, just because it kind of looked boring, and I'm really tired of, like, we don't need a villain in our movie. Fuck you, yes you do. Second, like, I think the last movie I saw was Encanto, which I did like, but again, where's the villain? There is no villain. The villain's technically the grandma, but she just is like, I was wrong, and then everybody's just fine with her. Nah, push her off a cliff. If you're the bad guy, you get off cliffed or hung or something, like, you know?
Bring back bad guys
Bad guys who are evil enough that we get to see them die on screen or just off screen. Fuck you. I want to see death.
Even in reality TV, like they're too afraid to, like, edit like people as like the villains of a show.
Basically, reality TV just becomes more and more like less and less real as it goes on, because like no, everybody has to be nice, and we have to edit it so that if somebody says a no, we have to get rid of that because it could hurt them. It's like, if people are a piece of shit, just let them be a piece of shit. People are pieces of shit. People need to know.
I like, because like the contrast between like the most recent season of The Amazing Race and the seasons I've been the older seasons I've been watching, like the newer seasons, people are like, oh, I don't like this team because they're too peppy and annoying. Meanwhile, they're like in the old season, God, I don't like this team because they're sneaky. They don't share any information. They trick other teams into taking 4-hour penalties because they know they can't finish the challenge themselves.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. They're being actual villains.
From Golden Hale's defeat.
Or, you know, in Survivor.
Golden Hale's defeated form rose the familiar blackness.
Lie about your grandma being dead to get sympathy.
I like that. I like the Orochi shadow image there with its like eyes.
Yeah.
It's creepy. I like it. But what I'm saying is, like, I think that's also too why so many people nowadays are like so shocked when somebody turns out to be an asshole, because like, you know, even like growing up nowadays, like if you grew up in the what was the last movie from Disney that actually had like a villain?
Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, probably Princess and the Frog, because everything after that, even if there was a villain, it was like a twist villain, so you don't get to see him on screen very often as the villain. So like, it's like, oh man, you know, sometimes people are just misunderstood, or they go down the wrong path, but you know, they can get redeemed. Hans can get a job cleaning out the stables at the end, it's fine. Or like, you know, the bad guy, the bad sheep from Zootopia, she'll go to prison and she'll figure out the right way. And then like you go into reality and some people are just irredeemable fucking monsters, and they're like, what? It's like, yeah, some people just suck. In fact, I would say all people suck.
Everyone sucks in their own special way.
Exactly.
There's varying degrees of suck.
Yeah. Like, I've said this to friends before, and some of them haven't gotten it, but I'm like, everyone is an asshole. Everyone is an asshole. Sweet old grandma, asshole. Me, asshole. You, asshole. Everyone is an asshole. And like, I've had a who's like, I'm not an asshole. You know what that is? That's an asshole thing to say. Because that means you ain't self-reflect enough.
No, I can admit I can be an asshole too.
Yeah. And so I'm like, Disney, just let a character be an asshole. You know? Like, even fucking... I have not seen the whole movie, but every single time I see a clip of it, I get mad just because it looks so much worse in animation quality. Even though it's in 3D and looks realistic, just all of the actual animation just looks like shit. And I don't blame the animators for that, I blame the direction of the movie. But that Lion King remake. Everything about it makes me mad, because I'm like, why did none of the characters emote? And it's like, well, that's not realistic. Yeah, you know what else isn't realistic? A lion cub singing. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. You pretentious piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's the same thing as like when Andrew Lloyd Webber does a musical and it's like, well, we need it to be gritty and real. Everyone's singing and dancing. Shut the fuck up with your bullshit Oscar bait.
Yeah, I've even Scott spent a good amount of time complaining the other day too about like why media just everything has to be edgy and everything sucks.
I like, god damn. Like that's I honest to God, I think Cats would have had an actual chance at being a decent movie. Not a good one, but a decent movie if they hadn't been like, well, we needed to like look like it's in reality, and like we have to have them have fur, and like, you know, they have to really get into the uncanny valley. If they had just done the stage musical costumes but movie them up so that it's clearly they're not cats, but they have the idea of cats, and they had just done it earnestly and honestly, it still would have been a shitty movie, but it would have been a way more enjoyable one. Instead of everybody just being like, oh god, I feel weird.
And just like, I just got a memory unlocked. I remember a friend, like, I wonder what, like, my friend, like a friend from college during my first year at EIU. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him too much after my first year, but Like I remember he went on a rant about the play Cats.
Yeah,
and
the play is fucking nuts anyway.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder what he thought of the movie. I would have loved to hear his thoughts about it.
Well, like, and here's the interesting thing. Apparently, Spielberg was trying to get like an animated movie done of Cats, and I feel like that would have worked way better because, like, if you're in an animated movie, you already have a heightened sense of suspension of disbelief that you're willing to do, and like. I feel like a movie about cats that suddenly start fucking walking on two legs, dancing, singing, all that shit, that already works. You know how I know that? There's a movie called Cats Don't Dance. And it's basically that. Except it takes place in Hollywood. It's about a screenwriter. But like, if you're doing a movie musical, don't go gritty. Mm-hmm. Don't go gritty. I think even the Les Miserables movie that came out, it's too gritty. Mm-hmm. Stop it. Why? Also, stop celebrity casting for musicals and like voice acting work, especially. Stop it. Don't. Fuck you, Hollywood. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. What's a Mario?
I'm convinced that Chris Pratt has never played a Mario game.
I'm convinced he has no idea what the fuck he's ever doing on set.
Yeah.
Unless the character is just Chris Pratt as. That's why he works as Star-Lord usually, is because it's just Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Like, if they actually tried to do a storyline with Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, where they get into some of the weirder or, like, more existential shit that comic book Star-Lord has gone through, I don't think he'd be able to do it. If we got into the thing where he spends, like, a whole lifetime in an alternate universe as a demigod and, like, has a whole life outside of himself where he remembers his original life with the Guardians, but then also does the... Essentially, they do a whole, like, that really, well-remembered episode of Star Trek The Next Generation where Picard has, like, a whole life outside of himself. They did that with Star-Lord. I don't think, and I mean this genuinely, I'm not just hating on the guy, I don't think Chris Pratt could do it. I don't think he could. Maybe in a few years, if he checks his ego. But I don't think he can fall into a role that well. Yet. I will always say yet. Everyone can improve.
Now I'm thinking, because I'm trying to remember. So...
And I think his image is part of that, too. Like, the image that has been built up by himself and by the studios is fucking.
Okay, 2011. So, my mom and I watched, Moneyball, during, like, the Christmas holiday together.
Yeah.
Baseball movie, you know, blah, blah, whatever. There was a baseball player in that movie that he was trying to get his groove back. And, like, you know, the team took a chance on him because historically his numbers were pretty good. Mm-hmm. And, like, they could get by him on a budget. Yeah. I didn't realize until after the movie was over that baseball player was Chris Pratt, and I'm like, I remember him because is that
like a much younger Chris Pratt, or when was that movie made?
That was in 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Was that before or after Parks and Rec?
I think Parks and Rec was around this. When was Parks and Rec?
Was he?
He wasn't like a big focus in the movie, but so that's probably why I didn't really recognize.
Well, because I think the reason, like, you know how in Parks and Rec he like gets like fit and stuff during Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I think that's because he was preparing for Guardians of the Galaxy. So did he look like that already?
I don't remember him looking particularly like fluffy. Parks and Rec came out in 2009, so it would have been...
So it was post Parks and Rec. But when did the first Guardians come out? Was that 2012?
Let's see. 2014.
2014.
So he was getting there.
Okay.
He was getting there.
Yeah, because, like, interestingly enough, it's weird because, like, Chris Pratt is the only character in that movie where, like, I see the actor, not the role. Like, Gamora, I see Gamora.
Yes.
You know, Nebula, I already knew Nebula's actress from Doctor Who. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when she talks, I'm like, oh, right, that's Karen Gillan. But I see Nebula.
Yeah.
Rocket is a voice actor, so obviously I see Rocket. Groot, same thing, even though it's Vin Diesel. But I'm just like, and Chris Pratt. I don't think he's, at least at this stage of his career, I don't think he's the actor that can fall into a role. right? You know, it's like Jim Carrey tries to do that sometimes, where he tries to fall into a role. But, and again, this is why I think part of it is the image that he and the studios have built up. I'm always going to see Jim Carrey. Even if he's trying to do a serious role, I'm like, that's Jim Carrey. And I feel bad about that, because I know Jim Carrey doesn't want that anymore all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wants to be taken more seriously as an actor, as an artist. You know, he wants to not just be the funny guy, be his legacy. And I understand that. It is a hurdle, though, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad, for the most part, I'm like voice actor blind, because I get... So, I'm playing the new Fire Emblem game right now, right?
Yes.
And there is a character that's made an appearance a couple times. She seems to be this mysterious girl, whatever, blah, blah. Her name is Vale.
Yeah.
But, like, the first line I heard her speak, I'm like, wait a second. I went to go look up the voice actor because I recognized it immediately. She plays Towa in Trails of Cold Steel, who is a very petite, high-pitched girl. Mm-hmm. And that, like, I can't really get into this new character right now because I just keep seeing Towa.
You know, I will say this. I was thinking about it. There is one role that Chris Pratt, like, hit the Chris Pratt of it all stripped away.
What?
Lego Movie.
Yes.
I just saw Emmett. Which is why, when I first saw the Mario thing, I'm like, okay, I think that's a weird choice. But he has done voice acting before, and he was good in it. Maybe he can pull this off. Mushroom Kingdom, here we... Okay. But also, I think that it was easier to see Emmett instead of Chris Pratt in Lego Movie 1, as opposed to 2. I think in 2, he was a little bit more the Chris Pratt of it all. So something happened in that intermediary time. Probably Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and then...
Ego boost.
Yeah. Which happens, you know? I'm not going to say I'm going to go grab some water.
Okay.
You know? I don't blame the man. And actors are able to, you know, recreate and recenter themselves. So I would never say that it's impossible for him to do. Right now, at stage of his career, though, that's a weird choice to have him be Mario.
Yeah, jeez. Or another voice actor, when I recognize it, I can't unsee it, is the one that plays Morgana. Like, she's, you know, like, yeah, she's the, like, yeah, Scott agreed, like, she's the dragon lolly from, like, Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I hate that everyone in our friend group calls the character that. It's so weird. It's not wrong, but... well, also, she's also Cube.
Yeah.
So that's multiple cats of mysterious origin that she's played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but yes, I recognize her. Also, the guy who plays Natsu in Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
I believe he was also Death the Kid. He is the Endeavor fan in My Hero Academia. But every time I'm just like, hi, Natsu.
Cassandra Lee Morris. Okay, what? Alright. Because I recognized her in something else recently.
I actually recognize a lot of Fairy Tail voice actors as their Fairy Tail characters. Like, I think you were playing Fire Emblem, and just nonchalantly I went, hi, Mira.
Yeah.
My voice. You think we'd buy the farm that easy? The Emperor was being controlled by a nasty stomach virus.
She actually, okay, I didn't recognize her from this. I was just surprised about it because she definitely had a little bit.
Cassandra Lee Morris, is that Morgana?
Yeah, she plays Fee from. Alfred I could see a little bit more, but Fee kind of has like a more chill voice. Fee from Cold Steel.
I haven't played that. I'm just saying if there's anything else here that I recognize. Yeah, because there's Sothis. No. I know I've heard her in other stuff. Oh yeah, Ringo from Puyo Puyo Tetris. Yeah. That's the one I recognize. Had to scroll down for a bit. I don't play a lot of anime games. Because a lot of them are JRPGs and I just ain't got that patience.
Yeah, man. I mean, she has a good range because Alphen and Fee from Cold Steel are two very different characters.
Well, yeah. I feel, yeah, just...
But when she...
Yeah, because, like, Ringo doesn't really sound like Morgana, but, like, when I thought about it for a second, I'm like, yep, no, that tracks.
Yeah.
Like, Natsu, Death the Kid. Not the same character at all. And it took me a second, but I was like, something about Death the Kid. His intonations, like, you know, the way his voice sounds. That's Natsu! Also, Lucy's voice actress I will sometimes recognize. I tried watching Dead Man's Wonderland for a while. Couldn't get into it. It was just too depressing, honestly. But there was a character, I think they're like a higher up in the jail. And I heard their voice and I was like, hi, Urza.
We finished Komi Can't Communicate
Yeah.
a few days ago. That was really good.
Komi Can't Communicate is very good. Like, I like chill animes, just chill slice of life comedy animes. So then I was like looking at Netflix and I'm like, what could you know take that spot for now, right?
Yeah.
Because we were doing Love is War, which is technically a rom-com, but it's more just fucking silly madness.
Yeah, stupid silly shit.
It's just stupid silly madness. So then we watched Komi Can't Communicate. And then there was what the fuck is it even called?
The one that you started watching?
Yeah.
Romance Killer.
Romance Killer! That's some bonker shit. And I love it because it's technically like a harem anime where both I and the protagonist hope they end up with no one. Because like the basic plot summary is a fucking wizard is forcing this girl into basically being in a dating sim scenario and is manipulating reality to make this a possibility. So like literally the wizard mind controlled the dude to think that him and the main character had been childhood friends forever and that he's always had a crush on her. So literally she's like, well fuck, now there's hostages. And she's just like, I will not give in. I am the warrior race known as Gamer. I will beat this game with no romance. And I'm like, bad end. Fuck that guy. Don't let him control your life. So yeah. Like, because I feel like most people who watch that show are gonna be like, oh man, I hope she does end up falling for this guy. I'm like, nah, girl. Fuck that wizard. Punch him in the face. Because, you know, I think that's the much more funny scenario. I also just like it when characters are genre savvy and trying to stop the story. Yeah. That's always a very funny joke.
Yeah, like I told Scott about a comic, like it was like a short comic series I'm pretty sure I saw on Tumblr like years ago. The protagonist of the webcomic was prophesized to have a great destiny where she would become the main character of a massive story. And anytime she recognizes like the beginning of a story, like, oh god, there's a giant mech outside my school that's about to attack, she just like leaves school. Yeah. Or her friends are like, hey, we're gonna go check out this haunted mansion. You want to come with? She's like, I don't want to be in a horror movie. Goodbye.
Spooky, scary haunted mansion. Yeah, no, like,
or like a bunch of guys from like a school club are like, hey, we need a female member to join our all guys club. Can you join? She's like,
I've seen her on Host Club. No thanks.
She just avoids every call to action that she comes across.
We stand a genre savvy hard ass. You know, it's just a funny joke. It's like, nope, fuck you. I'm going home. Another trope I really like is like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dumbass is what I think it is. Or normally the person just really shit at everything, but then like there's one thing, usually fighting, that they're just great at.
Yeah.
Case in point, Scott Pilgrim. He's just really fucking good at fighting. Everything else, total dumbass. Absolute moron, kind of a dick. Not the biggest dick in the story. That's kind of the point. He's just looking at all these other people being like, man, these guys are assholes. Oh no! Oh no, I should really do something about that. Which is why it's always funny to me when people on Twitter are like, man, I can't believe that Scott Pilgrim was an asshole. And I'm like, that's the whole point of the story. That's the whole point. That's the whole fucking point. Is Scott Pilgrim realizing, oops-a-daisy, I'm not the main character and also I'm a dick. I should really go about fixing that.
I wonder how people... there's a Tales of game, Tales of the Abyss. I wonder, like, that game hasn't been re-released in a while. I think it had a 3DS, like, re-release, but, like, it's really hard to get a hands on a copy of the game.
Yeah.
And the main character of the game is the biggest royal brat I've ever had to experience in any JRPG game I've ever played. For the first 20 hours of the game, he is the absolute worst. I hate him. He's horrible. And then some shit happens and he's like, oh, I'm awful, but you have to go through 20 hours of him being awful to get to that point.
Reminds me of Noctis.
Ugh.
I fucking hated that game, Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Fuck Noctis.
Yeah.
Little piece of shit. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Dude, your friends are trying to help you. You just went through a traumatic experience. I get that. But, like, also, you're a fucking dickhead. Like, and also... Who's the big guy? Is it Gladio?
Yeah,
Gladio's sister would make such a better main character than you.
Yes.
She's interesting. She seems to actually yearn for adventure. You know, she would like the call to action. In the dark timeline, she's like helping with the resistance. She didn't even get a DLC. Fuck that game. Game sucks. Bad writing.
But we have to give the DLC to the 3 boys and the bad guy. No, the bad guy's his DLC got canceled, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Nah. We can't have the let's see. Allows transfer between origin years. Huh. Thieves Glove. Draw a line connecting Easton to an enemy to steal items. I've already been doing that. Oh, that'd be nice, but I don't really have anything.
We don't got enough for any of this.
Yeah. Something to think about later. Alright. Taking your shit.
Here's my reward.
But like, yeah, no, I fucking hated Noctis. He's a piece of shit. That whole game story is horribly paced.
Because, like, nothing happens, and then everything happens.
Everything happens, and then, like, the final battle just feels like they ran out of fucking time.
Yep.
Ugh.
Oh, you just randomly found a bead.
And there was a piece of it sticking up.
Okay.
I swear to God, the final battle, it feels like the background is moving instead of the characters half the time.
Yeah.
You know, like, it feels like they're in front of a simulator ride screen. I'm just like, I feel nothing. And also, spoilers for that game, if anyone gives a shit. But, like, that whole thing where it's like, gotta go get married. Oh no, she's dead. And, like, Noctis is, like, finally having an emotion for once. I'm like, why do you care? Like, you made every inclination that you didn't want this marriage, and also she was barely a character in this game, so I don't give a shit.
You know what I hated?
As far as I know, she was fucking useless.
Luna Freya's death was probably one of the most, like, beautiful scenes in the game, but I felt absolutely nothing.
In fact, I think I remember saying, like, what, that fucking killed her?
Yeah.
She was weak as shit. Fuck you. Like, I was thinking, first off, that we were gonna get more party members throughout the game. because, you know, that's usually what happens in Final Fantasy. So I'm like, yeah, here's our starting 4. I was also hoping that the sister would be a party member, because, again, that was the most interesting character the whole fucking game. It's like, oh man, I've never ridden a chocobo before, and I'm like, oh my god, a character who actually likes life. Like, fucking crazy. You know, like, I should have liked Prompto, but he never shut the fuck up. To the point where, like, he was so annoying that when, like, Noctis stabbed him, I'm like, good, please don't come back.
Like, I'm not against games having a small cast.
Yeah.
But because,
No,
like,
I'm not either, but just, like, when you
but,
present
like,
to me better characters.
And I feel in the problem with not 14, with 15 was, yeah, there was a small main cast with the 4 characters. The other three boys in the party didn't get their development in the main game. You had to play the DLCs for that, and that's bullshit.
It's just, it's no, fuck that shit. And then it's just like, oh man, like, I think it's Ignis. Like, it's like, oh, he's been blinded, and now he's an escort mission, because that's fun. Like,
yeah.
You know, and all this shit. And like, so we do that, and then eventually he's just like, aha, I figured it out. I just won't be blind. Because he just is like, I get it. And suddenly he throws a grenade. That's a new move he gets. And then he just acts like he's not blind.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game. He doesn't stumble, doesn't need a cane, nothing. He just acts like he's not blind. I'm like, well, fuck, if you were Matt Murdock this whole time, why didn't you say something? You piece of shit. Like, it's just so bad. Like, I'm sorry, but the power of friendship cannot cure your eyeballs being gouged out.
Because, I mean, all I have to say about 15 is I got the game for Christmas, I binged through the game in 4 days, and then I never played it again.
Yeah, like...
It didn't have any replay value, I didn't feel the need to replay it again. Like, for the story, I'm just like, and that was... Yeah. Alright, I guess.
Like, your 3 bros showing you the power of friendship does not cure eyeball gouged out. You need a circle of Pokemon crying at you for that one. That shit can even fucking stop you from being turned to stone. The curse seems to have dissipated. There's still a sinister presence on the Rishima coast, though. We won't let it lay a finger on Queen Himiko. So, like, the Emperor's there, but then there's a queen. What? How's that work? Because people all sound like a bunch of parrots. It's no match for the brush techniques of the gods. Bye. Later, bitches. I can probably cure those.
Yep.
I don't know what bird that is, but it shows up in a lot of things that take place in Japan. That, I want to know what bird that is, because I like it. I like its funny noises.
It's very loud.
I like your funny words, Magic Man. Sup?
Hello.
Why, it really is you. Her Majesty Queen Himiko has foreseen your coming. Sure she has. You must not delay, please. The wait's on the top floor. You're really the ones Queen Himiko has been looking for. Even a boiling sea of flames won't stand in your way, will it? Huh.
Up we go. It's just Amaterasu is just howling the whole way up.
Oh.
What?
Hmm. Good reason for wanting to keep people away. Okay, don't think I can do this yet.
Alright. Oh god.
I hope all of the dogs who watch this have a very good howl.
I wonder if the neighbor dog's just like had his ears perked up.
What the fuck? Why is somebody speaking in typos?